Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm gonna just quickly check what the Vanquish is for today. I was thinking about trying to figure out Fissure of Woe stuff. I've started looking through enemies and all that, but I don't have as much time to stream today as I would like to have to feel comfortable going to the Fissure of Woe, because I know it can take a while. And while I've got about 3 hours, and that's probably enough time for Fissure of Woe, I feel like if I don't know what I'm doing there, and I need to spend a lot of time looking stuff up, and I still need to finish looking through enemies and stuff. Dice of Lowlands. This character's already vanquished Dice of Lowlands, but I might pick that up on somebody else. What's the mission? Yala Hatchery. Well, I'll pick that up. I'll need to do it at some point in hard mode to finish out his book. Am I full up on bounties? Yeah. So I need to figure out exactly what I'm going to do today, because my thought was that I'd go do Fissure of Woe, but like I said, I'm not. With lack of knowledge and all that sort of stuff, I'm not entirely confident with doing so. I guess I can always pop in there. Think about what I'd want hero-wise briefly, and it seems like a lot of it shouldn't be too bad overall in normal mode. I'm gonna go to Zenku Corridor. I should just change the title while I'm thinking about it. Just Guild Wars and chill for now, 'cause I'm not vanquishing at the moment. But I need to, yeah, that doesn't matter right now. I need to think about what sort of effects I'd want in there. From what I saw, kind of glancing through things, and again, I've been looking through the wiki, there's some elemental damage that I'll need to contend with, some hexes. Okay. Oh, interesting. Domain of Anguish Abyssals and Fissure of Woe Abyssals have very different move sets. Yeah, that's not a huge deal, that guy. Where's Balthazar? Up there. So then we have... Yeah, okay, that's just a standard set of stuff. That's nothing major. I feel like the things that gave me the most trouble were some of the skeletons when I was in there. I might just go back in and poke around for a little bit just to see what I find. And I might want to... Let's see, do these guys have... Nope, that's distinctly not hex removal. What about these Shadow Mesmers? They have enchantment removal, but not removal for... Okay. Good to know. So I think I might want... I'm trying to process different things while talking out loud and not making a whole lot of sense. Okay, I think I might try dipping my toes in the Fissure of Woe anyway. But I think I do want to adjust my team a little bit. Well, it definitely needs to be adjusted from what I've got going on here. Soul Twist is good. The Bip and all that is good. Yeah, okay, I know what he's about. He's getting the boot. Elias, I guess? Olivia. So what I want right now is I want to add a Curses Necromancer. No, not whatever this mess is. I mean, Restoration is probably not a bad idea to have on you, but you don't need that much. Your focus is on Curses. I guess Soul Reaping. Why not? Where's the Weaken? Enfeebling Blood. Probably it's not a bad idea to have Rip Enchantment either. I want Spiteful Spirit. Insidious Parasite's probably very useful. Feebling Blood's right there. I found it. Found it, everyone. Shadow of Fear is not necessarily something I need. Maybe Faint-Heartedness isn't terrible for my purposes. Let's see. I could alternatively go /monk and bring remove Hex. That sounds more useful. I don't know why. I just want these all shifted over one for some reason. Feels better to me. Because I do want a Resurrect here. Okay. So she has Shatter Enchantment. I don't think that's too important. I definitely know that I want Rending Sweep, though, because there's enemies that have immunities, or that use Obsidian Flesh. Having an answer to that is really useful. Hexbreaker Rhea is always handy. This looks like it's probably fine. The caveat is maybe I want the Mass Resurrect instead of like Hexbreaker Rhea. I think that might be true. I'm gonna bring We Shall Return instead. I know it's not everybody's favorite skill, but I'm fond of it. Should be fine. Again, most of the protection type stuff is on the Soul Twist. Okay, and I want to drop Inspired Hex over here. I don't think these enemies have a ton of Hex control. So, stuff like Calculated Risk and other things that punish stuff, I think is actually going to be pretty strong. Yeah, that's my impression anyway. Then I got a Shatter Hex here, remove Hex here. I'm not sure about Shatter Enchantment. I feel like just adding an additional interrupt, like Complicate, is probably better. Yeah, there's some good enchantment stripping over here anyway. I have self-hex removal. I kind of feel like I want one more hex removal spell. It makes sense to try to fit it onto her somewhere. Maybe I don't need both of these, and one of those should just become like Cure Hex. Because there's going to be Spiteful Spirits floating around and stuff like that. I think I want a Surin Scan because there is too much blind, and this gives me a way of dealing with it. There is some argument also for anti-knockdown stuff because there's Mago Hydras that use Meteor Showers, but hopefully we have enough interrupts to kind of deal with those. I do want Pious Restoration as well to be able to deal with stuff. Aura of Holy Might does add nice damage, but there's also a bunch of enchantment removal that I know will be around. So the question is, do I want some additional piece of utility? I could bring like Mystic Healing to try to help heal my party. Or, yeah, I think I might drop Aura of Holy Might. It's definitely a good skill and very useful, but I kind of am feeling something different. Finish him, I am unstoppable. Finish him feels a little bit redundant with Find Your Weakness, but it's still a very good spell and definitely worth considering. So a sneak attack, though. Being able to attack. There's a lot of warriors and stuff, and being able to attack them, the sneak attack to turn off their abilities is worth considering. Would there be something in a different... Because right now I'm /elementalist. I'm just trying to think if there might be something in a different thing that would be more useful. There's, of course, I'm unstoppable. Maybe just you move like a dwarf is just general utility that's worth bringing. Yeah, I should probably try to find a way of getting these out of my inventory. You know what? We're just going to spend a little bit of time poking our noses into Oh. Did the thing end? Thing might have ended. Hang on. When is the turnover? For that. There you go, Wiki. No, it says it's Pantheon bonuses still. That's what I was thinking. I know we don't have favor right now, but I didn't think the Pantheon bonus cared. Maybe I was at the wrong spot. Yeah, I was at the wrong spot, that's all. Okay, well let's go see how this goes. It could go poorly. Could go okay. Either way, I'm gonna use some stuff. Okay. Yeah, how about no empathy? No empathy sounds better. Okay, you move like a dwarf, already proving to have been a really good idea. Okay, I feel like this team's probably doing a bit better than the previous one. Like I said, a lot of these guys don't seem to have a lot of hex removal, so I felt like punishing hexes was probably a good idea. Good old Dark Remains. I'm just going to clear out some of the enemies in this area. There we go. Get back here, Shadow Beast. Makes me want more. I guess I have you move like a dwarf to control enemy movement. There. Force that guy to stay still. Okay, Rastigan the Eternal. Let's go get into our lovely little area over here. And now I need you to clear this first area. I know that from last time I was in here. Yeah, how about no Abyssal? Abyssals aren't actually... So one of the things, because I've been looking through some of the skill bars, a lot of them are like 3 to 5 skills, so they're not full skill bars or anything. They mostly just have levels and good damage going for them. You know, skills like Barrage are good skills, but... Like, Abyssals here, they just Berserker Stance you and then try to Earthshake or Crushing Blow you, which is, I mean, a thing you can do, but it's not the most impressive thing, you know? There we go. Good old you move like a dwarf. Rastigan is suitably happy about me destroying Shadow Army members. I think I probably need to take out these last couple of dudes around the corner here. Good old shadow bow. Sure, we can say that. A servant of Menzies cannot stand my righteous might. I had wood in it. What a shock. Yes, please open the gate. Open the gate, Rastigan. Let me at him. Quick knockdown. Lord Vogris over there is very unimpressive, if you ask me. Good old empty chest. I don't think I'm going to go straight to the Wailing Lord. I think that's a recipe for disaster. Hey! Have you been hearing about a bunch of account bans? I mean, I've not been listening for any such thing, but... Also, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Ah. Is there not spillover? Because I know Guild Wars 1 and 2 accounts get linked. Okay, I see you coming up behind me. Heal area, such a strange skill choice. Okay, why am I on fire? Okay, let's just deal with this mess. We're about to over aggro like crazy, aren't we? Or maybe not. It depends. I know I did back in the day. That's how you got Hall of Monuments to work. Oh boy, having to overpower like 3 monks is a bit ridiculous. Ah. Well, this is less than ideal. This is ridiculous. All the monks are just resurrecting each other. I mean, we're powering through them, but... Shadow Monk is the one I need to be paying attention to, because this one's closest to... location necessary to resurrect the others. Oh my goodness. No wonder. This is an absolutely absurd number of monks. There we go. Boy, howdy, that was silly. Whittled them down, though. Killed the monks like 5 times. Yeah, I don't know. There could be all sorts of stuff that could lead to it. I don't know if some of the third-party tools I've heard about could potentially, that like inject stuff, could potentially be triggering anything. Yeah, there's another monk going on here. Yeah, obvious. Word of healing is obvious. Really glad I brought you Move Like a Dwarf, though. I'll tell you that. There's a Mesmer over there. I think I want to go, because last time I tried going into the forest and things did not go super well for me. I think I might try going the other direction. Oh, now my party's getting wiped out by maelstroms. That's why We Shall Return is nice to have, I suppose. Yes, target me with all of your random nonsense. Okay, well that one a little bit better. There's a little bit of death penalty going around in the last part. I think it'll wear off fairly quickly. This place does have fairly good rates of experience, right? How about I don't miss? Okay. Enemies can just collapse, that's fine. Okay, well that's cleared up. Where do I want to go next? I don't know. I'm gonna go this way and just start working on clearing out this battlefield. I think there's... Let's see. Ice hands need to be the bigger target here. Hey, blue die. It's not exactly what you come to the Fissure of Woe for, but here we are. I'll accept it. Let's target this Shadow Monk. Skeletal Impalers. They definitely like the traps. There's a bunch of roving bands of stuff. I think I want to clear out some of these additional groups. I think I want some of these groups to spread out so I can take them out more easily. There we go. Ice Sand. This guy also needs to go down. No lightning touch. Okay, I need to get off this. This is suboptimal. I didn't have my thing up. That's not good. Okay, Ether Breaker's got to be my bigger priority here. Then I'm going to need to eat some anti-death penalty candy. I think, anyway. Don't really like using a Scroll of Resurrection there, but it kind of felt necessary. Okay, what's going on death penalty-wise, everyone? Yeah, okay, we're going to eat. That much candy. Gotta clear that death penalty up, you know? Doesn't make me think I have a bad party composition, but... what's really happening is I'm not managing the... well, I mean, this is just a bunch of knockdown traps. Not managing the positioning well and the deep freeze stuff is really getting my team. I think I could probably do better on that if I was being more proactive about getting my defensive things up. Soul Twisting going like right off the bat before aggroing the enemies, but when you leave the Soul Twister to do stuff, they will do it as the battle starts, which is not always optimal. Yeah, a bunch of Shadow Beasts just popped up over here. And now they're just wandering off towards the Eternal Forge. I feel like I triggered something, but I don't know what. Need to keep a close eye on my stats to watch for Spiteful Spirit, because I can remove Spiteful Spirit for myself. If I have it, it means I need to be paying attention for it. Okay, cleared that guy out. Yeah, because there's a couple of... there's another group of ice hands over there. Oh, yeah, those are spirits. Like, what's the allies over here doing? I think these rangers have a cloaking field. You don't see them until you get close. There we go. I don't want that guy doing things. On the other hand, if they throw a blurred vision at Morgan, that certainly makes life a little bit easier for me. Okay. That cleared out. Let's go ahead and hit up this group. Sure, cry of frustration me. What's up? Let's get up. Shelter Union displacement. Thank you. Ow, Chaos Storm's not a good place to stand. You won't have the energy to do anything. I want this Umbral Skeletal Limb, please. It's very shadowy. I don't know what these Dragon Liches do. Well, they're immune to knockdowns and they throw conditions on you, apparently. Ooh, Chillblains. Good old Chillblains. I see this thing has nothing better to do than spam Plague Touch. Not sure what to make of that. It's everyone's energy. I kind of feel like I need to take a moment to let energy recover after that, because there's a lot of energy drain stuff going around. Okay, looks like we don't have any more death penalty as well, which is good. I expect pop-ups along here somewhere. Yeah, get your stuff up. No. Okay, that's just another skeletal impaler. That can be annoying. I think they have interrupts and stuff, but... Master of Whispers, I don't... Yeah, okay. You get a foul feast off of everybody. Or whatever, that it works. I'm just going to kind of finish sweeping this battlefield area a bit. Of course, there's some impalers that pop up over here. Watching the enemy groups, seeing what they're composed of. Okay, they are coming back this way. Get Soul Twist set up. Just go down. Whee! Sometimes the game doesn't know where you are, and it's adorable. And annoying. Okay, it looks like we got a couple more skeletal ether breakers over here, and then we'll have cleared out most of this area. Yeah, of course Impalers popped up. Why wouldn't they? It's their #1 favorite thing to do. To pretend they're not there, and then be there and attack you. Okay, those enemies cleared out. I think there's a quest over here, so I'm going to go talk to... Hi. Spike trap time. Yep, there it goes. Mostly a nuisance. Okay, Eternal Weaponsmith. What you got for me? You must be some sort of hero to be welcomed into the domain of the God of War. I can improve any weapons you find, but if you wish to bear armor more fitting to your heroism, you should seek out the Forge Master at the heart of the Temple of War. Okay. What you got? The army of Menzies will soon be upon the battle plain, and it shall be my duty to lead the Eternals against them. The enemy cannot overcome the power of Balthazar, but I have sensed some dark sorcery upon the battlefield, some new trick of the deceiver Menzies. Quickly, before the Shadow Army has mustered, go into the camp across the battlefield and strike down the priest of Menzies. Then bring me any unholy texts you find. That is how we shall discover the nature of this dark sorcery. Oh, this is a cool little diorama of a guy with a spear through him stabbing a sword into another dude. Actually, it's a cool enough little thing. I'm going to grab a screenshot of it. There. Screenshotted. Success. Okay. I think this just requires me to go over to that area that I already cleared out. That's why I want to clear stuff first, so that way any additional spawns weren't on top of things that were already there. I believe that's a Word of Healing boss. Be vaguely irritating. Some Shadow Beast pop-ups. Okay, let's focus on taking this monk down. Keep an eye on that boss, just in case it has some sort of resurrection skills can use mid-fight. I don't know that it does, but... Oh, I found an unholy text. He was right. He was right to be suspicious all along. Alright, these are Shadow Rangers and not... the other thing. Yeah, this is the generic book skin. 1,000 experience points for this, eh? Some of the more highly rewarding quests in the game. At least, especially in what came out with the prophecies. Since a lot of prophecies quests just do not give a lot of experience. The pacing of prophecies is just slower. Balthazar will look with pride upon your deeds. We will uncover what dark secrets are held within this unholy text, and armed with that knowledge, we shall crush the Shadow Army and drive them before us. I feel like that might be a bit of a Conan reference. Also, the name Cromrill feels like a Conan reference. Hey, we've completed 2 of 11 quests. Okay, well, let's go to the Eternal Forge Master area. And let's update our thing to... Exploring the Fissure of Woe. That seems like a more accurate title for what's going on right now. Why do they like to stick multiple Shadow Monks together? It's very annoying. I don't know how many times they put empathy on me, but there's quite a few there, it feels like. Yeah, you don't get channeling. You don't get that energy. I will get your Dark Remains, though. Come over this way. Whatever. Going on here. Okay, looks like we've got some groups on a circular patrol, so I'm going to go ahead and go after this mess next. They might be half circle or quarter circles. This group's now heading back. Kind of inclined to wait to let them get over here. Yeah, they like their consumed corpse, don't they? Thankfully, that's a limited resource. Can't just keep doing it, as it were. Those groups move slowly enough that I think I should be able to... Just kind of come in here and run through these guys. Yep. Abyssals aren't really that bad. And then we got this group. Oh, look, it's 2 more monks and 2 more mesmers. What an absolute shocker. It is not an absolute shocker. If that wasn't painfully obvious from the way I said that. Yeah, no restore life for you. Okay, now I need to go clear out this group of monks and mesmers. I wish I had a splinter weapon going on some of these times. Okay, it's just a bunch of Shadow Rangers. That's gonna be not the biggest issue. Oh, you're gonna spawn some beasts up here, are you? No, I don't want to be hexed. I refuse. Oh, my inventory is full. Of course it is. Sure, we'll go left first. Why not? I don't much have an opinion. No, stop consume corpsing all over the place. Okay. Good. Cleared that mess out. You have helped rid the Temple of War of the vile servants of Menzies. For this, I do deem you worthy to receive armor crafted in the forge at the center of the temple. Bring to me the materials required, and I shall create you whatever armor you desire. You know, that would be really cool if you actually did that. But you only actually craft Fissure of Woe armor, as far as I know. Not literally any armor skin in the game. But it would be really cool if he crafted any armor skin in the game. Okay, I kind of want to pick up my red dye, so let's figure out what I'm doing with inventory junk in order to make that happen. Let's just salvage some whites. Did I accidentally dye something with that red dye? No, that wouldn't make any sense. No, I haven't picked it up. Silly Santier. I can't have accidentally used something I don't have in my inventory. It's not how the game works. A lot of whites in here. And then, of course, this is highly salvageable on top of it. I don't mind getting a bunch of iron ingots, though. The thing that's awkward about this is I kind of don't want to sell these either, because these probably salvage to a bunch of dust. Let's see. Yeah, that was 12 piles of dust. And this is going to be, like, similar amounts of bone, so I don't really want to sell those either. This guy does become a merchant. Menzies, Lord of Destruction, will not rest while we hold the Temple of War. There can be no doubt he will launch a new attack very soon. Balthazar will send new temple guards shortly. In the meantime, will you remain and fight off the next wave of Shadow Army invaders? Yeah, let's go ahead and get our defenses established. I don't need a spiteful spirit on me. You need a spiteful spirit on you. Wahahaha. Question is, how much is this like THK? Or, yeah, Thunderhead Keep THK. No one? Is no one brave enough to come challenge us or something? What's going on here? Yeah, okay, the crafter must survive. Okay, here comes a group. They've taken so long that our spirits died. This would be helpful if you put the Forge Master in the ally list. Well, he's fine, so, you know, there's that. I can see why when I came in here, get that Fissure of Woe armor with Sinus, that Sinus wanted to make this process speed up a bit. Come on, you can come up here. I mean, it's not going to go well for you, but you can come up here. There you go. I think I'm more waiting for another wave of shadow beasts. It's having what? Groups of 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I don't know. I don't count 7. I feel like the main way that guy's gonna die is if you let a spiteful spirit somebody attack next to him for too long. 5 groups left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not quite sure how this works just yet. It's been an extremely long time since I've done this, and last time I was in here in any in terms of done this in a way where I was kind of in control. The last time I was in here, it was with somebody else who knew exactly what they're doing and was just absolutely obliterating everything. So it wasn't exactly what we'd call the most learning of experiences. Here they come, finally. What, 4 groups of 2 abyssals, I guess? Is how this works. Any moment now. Yeah, this is way too much like Thunderhead Keep. I don't know if this pacing is the same as it used to be. And if it is, what made it actually threatening? Is it the abyssals are randomly getting called out? I wouldn't mind fighting that many abyssals all at once. They just get wrecked by Ineptitude and Wandering Eye. So okay, well, I assume it's this group left, or these 2 groups of abyssals. So I'm just gonna kind of come down here and like convince them to all come this way at once. I don't feel like waiting for all of them to decide, oh, wait, this is the time to attack. There we go. Well, that took entirely too long. Entirely too long. Behold, new temple guardians have arrived. Balthazar will not forget how you helped safeguard the Temple of War in its time of need. Okay, we have Restore the Temple of War. Here at the heart of the Temple of War are forged the very arms and armor of the gods. This most sacred of places has been defiled. During the brief period while the vile shadow army of Menzies usurped the temple, they choked the purifiers of the forge with a vile miasma used to imbue all their weapons with an unholy taint. Though they have been driven from the temple, the source of this corruption remains in the tunnel that feeds the forge. Go to tunnel and purge it of all seeds of corruption. I imagine there's supposed to be a "the" in there. Okay, and Kobe the Betrayer. It was through treachery, not force of arms, that Menzies waylaid the true protectors of the temple and imprisoned me. Imagining some greater glory he might attain, the scheming Lord Kobe, head of the temple guard, betrayed us and delivered the temple into the hands of the Shadow Army. Seeing your approach, the coward fled, no doubt seeking to hide in the lake of fire. Go now and deliver justice to Lord Kobe and all of the traitorous temple guards. Sounds good. Let's see if there's anything in this chest. Yep, that chest is as full of arrows as the previous one. What's happening is that has a limited number of things that it drops, and all of the things are being assigned to heroes. Let's go find ourselves some seeds of corruption, shall we? Hello, Eternal Lord. The time has come to deal a crushing blow to the forces of Menzies. The heart of their command lies sealed within the Tower of Strength. If you can destroy the shadow patrols guarding the path, I will send eternal sigil mages to force open the tower gates, thus opening the way for you to charge inside and strike down the Shadow Lord. Should you succeed, our victory this day will be assured. I will grab that quest later. Do you want to take this semi-cautiously? Okay, let's go ahead and get this Mesmer in on business. Okay, it's got a couple of monks healing it. The thing that I love about this is it's just such an effective way of getting rid of enchantments. I need to make sure this guy doesn't start restore lifing. Ooh, an obsidian key. That might be fun to use. Where do you buy obsidian keys? I'm sure there's an NPC somewhere that sells them. Looks like it's just Abyssals and Shadow Warriors. This is not a threatening group. Ineptitude will kind of obliterate it. Oh, that's a large shadow beast spawn. I mean, if you want to come up here and fight, let's do several of those rounds of things. These guys are going to start eating a bunch of corpses, because that's what they do. Back here. Yeah. Traps are starting to flow on them. A couple shadow monks. Good mesmers. Nothing like the mesmer is properly stopping an enemy from resurrecting another enemy. At some point I need to go find that dude who gives the Shard Wolf quests, but I don't actually know where he is, so that's going to have to wait until I figure that part out. Oh, there he is. Right over there, Nimros the Hunter. I believe Nimros the Hunter is named for Nimrod, which is a name that sounds like an insult to us today. But if you look in the Bible, Nimrod is the name of the first great hunter. They describe him as. Hi, I want to be in your back line, eating it alive with my dervishy wiles, by which I mean my scythe. And insults. Always the insults. The insults are incredibly... Oh! We've been in here so long, I stopped being candy. Okay, well that group is gone, wherever they were. Let's go ahead and find more shadow beasts, I guess. That's not what I was expecting. Here we are. Okay, that was maybe not the best healing signet. Stuff off of me. I don't care about you. I want larger groups of enemies. They are more efficient. And more painful. It sounded like somebody just died, but then was instantly resurrected. Okay, Shadow Monks. I see you over here. Do we haven't accidentally over aggroed? We don't seem to have. But you never know how long energies are going to last. We might have more sustain than some of these enemies do, though. And a complicate on a word of healing could really complicate things for these enemies. Okay, there's one more monk over there, but I'm not too worried about a solitary monk. I do want to keep an eye on it because I do have resurrects, and I don't know if these guys are in parties so they can resurrect each other or not. Monk looks to mostly be spamming Orson on a word of healing. Okay, yeah, stop thinking you're going anywhere you're not. Oh, Ioway. That's what's going on here. Okay, Nimros, what do you got for me? You dare range across the sacred realm as though you deserve such an honor? Protected by Balthazar's eternal servants, it is no wonder you survive the encounters with the Shadow Army. I have come, aided by no god, to hunt prey worthy of my skills, the shard wolves of this realm. 7 have I slain in my first day here. Could you say the same? Cool. Now we need to go kill shard wolves. Obsidian flesh doesn't do much if you can't get it off. Okay, yes, we will do your hunt. That's not a useful map. Yeah, there's one over there. There are shard wolves all over the place. They're just kind of scattered. I need to destroy Seeds of Corruption. Head towards the beach here. Lots of cave spiders in here. They're not particularly threatening. They do have Savage Shot. And Healing Spring, I guess, makes them a little bit more resilient, technically. Melander's Resilience does a little bit for them as well, but... Okay, I need to worry about the spider group over there. Da-da-da-na-na-na-na, spider group. That was a bad joke, but here we are. I made it. Good old Spiteful Spirit and its 10-second recharge. That's the thing about it, is it recharges surprisingly quickly. It's like, ooh, they have Cold Shot. Ooh. Melander's Resilience Cold Shot. What a team. I'm just like, I don't really care about these guys. They're not... They just don't do much. Neither do these Seeds of Corruption. Apparently. Let's just say I'm very underwhelmed by Armor Cave Spiders. Where's the next group of them? Yeah, over there. Take care of this Lingering Curse spammer. Oh, somehow I accidentally clicked on Parias. I usually use left click to move forward. I control myself primarily through the mouse. I strafe with the keyboard. Which doesn't come up much in actual battle, is more of a navigational thing. A corrosive spider leg, that sounds nasty. Ugh, just the idea of a spider leg that kind of eats through things? Ugh. No thanks. I mean, it's worth 60 gold, so I'll pick it up. But that's kind of nasty. There's a beach up here that's really cool looking. I remember that. I accidentally activated Pious Fury without my enchantment on me, and I'm sad. These guys do not like enchantments. Oh my goodness, so many spiders. There we go. We are thinning out the cave spider population. This guy would be a lot more effective if he didn't Lingering Curse me way ahead of my party, and instead Lingering Cursed the bulk of my back line. Because it's super easy to take care of Lingering Curse with a remove hex if it's just on one person, and it's way more of an ordeal to get rid of it if it's on 8. Why did more spiders have to spawn? I should have a Vampiric Scythe. I kind of want to equip it. Just increase my DPS a bit. I don't know. Speaking of, I just don't really need... Okay. 1 second. Let's see, that's a spear set. Where's my... Yeah. I'm going to switch to my... So, this is my Zealous Scythe. And I don't think I actually need Zealous so much as one of these two probably being more useful. I do want to go out here to this beach, and I want to start clearing it. Hi, I will absorb every single one of your Shatter enchantments and Drain enchantments if you want to send them all my way. I cannot see anything. go vampiric here. Vampiric is just more damage. The advantage of Furious is it lets me get my attack skills off more often, but Vampiric just straight up adds way more damage, so that way I can clear out all of these freaking cave spiders. My goodness. Who filled this spider with so many caves? What? What am I doing? Language, help. I need to give help to the language because I'm not using it correctly. Who put so many spiders in this cave? That's the words I was looking for. Is there just an infinite number of spiders here? My goodness. Do they ever drop anything useful? That's my real question. Now this is a cool and somewhat iconic Fissure of Woe scene to me. So we're going to get a nice screenshot of it. Of this beach. There's more stuff to do out here. I kind of want to go back to the forge area, though. A moment, at least. My goodness. Does this cave just spawn infinite spiders? Because at this point, you could quite thoroughly convince me that the answer is yes. So I remember back in the day hearing about a player, Raklo Domini, who would come in here and farm these spiders. Now I can see why. There's an awful lot of them, and they're not particularly threatening. Let's see what this obsidian chest has, shall we? Ooh, I got a chaos axe. It is probably garbage. But it is purple, so there's a chance it's not. Ooh, this is not entirely garbage. I'm going to hang on to it. Chaos axes are cool. Okay. Yeah, I do need to cover that beach area. Seems like if you're soloing those spiders, it seems like you'd have to do an awful lot to get to them. So that's the way it strikes me anyway. Yeah, those ghostly weapons are really cool. Forge Master, I'm making your forge work again. I shall bear witness to your deeds to Balthazar. The fires burn pure once more. Perhaps now I can resume my work. Like, I don't really care for most of the obsidian armors anyway. So let's sell that off to him. He's just a person to sell things to right now. Eternal Lord Teres, what do you got for me? Yes, you can rely on me. Power of Strength. Clear the path to Tower of Strength. You have 5 Shadow Patrols left. Enter the Tower of Strength and destroy the Shadow Lord. Okay, and that's over there. Looks like you can get there by going up and around. Let's do that. Let's do just that. So this area should be mostly clear, but I think it's over this way. There might be a shard wolf around here somewhere. There almost undoubtedly is. Because they put them everywhere. I mean, there's only 7, but there's only so many regions. And many of the regions do get one. Oh, Smokewalkers are monks, and Mago Hydras are dangerous. Largely because of Meteor Shower. Okay, we've got an aggro from Ancient Scale. It's a heck of an enemy name. Ah, they have Life Siphon. Okay, that's not too big of a deal. Oh, that is an ugly cluster of enemies right there. Eco the Unchained. Area feels very Perdition Rocky. I think those trees show up in Eye of the North. It's the Mago Hydras that I'm particularly worried about. Because they can Meteor Shower, and heroes can sometimes be real dumb about what that does to them. Let's get some defenses up. Okay. I just didn't care. That's cool too. This guy needs to go down. Great. There's too much to my back side. Backside? You know what I mean. Get off of me. Ancient Scale. What are you doing with Grunt's balance in it? Fissure of Woe, anyway. Just Wildlife of the Mists, probably. Okay, well, we cleared that out, so that's good. Nico the Unchained. You look like a ghostly Crichton. Nothing like a good old heal area. You're the one who's been inflicting such casualties to the Shadow Army, aren't you? Listen to me, this forest provides foul materials that the Shadow Smiths use in forging weapons for the armies of the Lord of Destruction. It's interesting that this would be Menzies, because Abaddon, it literally means destruction, and then they use that later. I don't know. The labor is all carried out by slaves. Soon they and their masters will appear. You can strike a crippling blow to Menzies and the Shadow Army by destroying the Shadow Overlords and allowing the slaves to escape. I see. Well, I'm gonna do that, but first, let's deal a crippling blow to any quantity of things over this way. Yes, you have the idea. You are permitted to not use Earthshaker Abyssals. Stop running around anyway. Oh, we got ourselves some siege worms, boys and girls, and anyone else who's watching. Okay, this is a long road full of enemies. How best to approach? Can I come this way from the south? Well, that was unpleasant. Not to mention rude. Does this go around? The lava in the Fissure of Woe is very unlava-y for some reason. Yeah, we can't come around. Shadow Patrol. Okay. I mean, I guess you're existent. Let's just say I'm finding these Shadow Patrols a little underwhelming. And leave it at that, shall we? Okay. Did you guys really have to aggro every friggin' thing in the area? Like, I don't mind fighting all these abyssals and stuff, because one ineptitude and they're in living up to that name, but I'm glad I found that side path that let me kind of get there better. Let's do something about this stupid worm, though. It's probably out of energy at this point, judging by how little it was doing there. You move like a dwarf. Technically, I bet that's stronger for warriors with Stonefist insignia. I'm gonna wait for this group right here to kind of move along. Oh, there's a shard wolf right there. I want to be able to sneak in aside them to get after this group. Yeah, they're bunching up too much for their own good. We got a Shard Wolf's attention too, which is not great, but Shard Wolves are not the most impressive enemy. They have Obsidian Flesh, and then they're going to spam Flare. That's not that threatening. I'm being blunt about it. Illusion of Haste is also not a particularly exciting skill. Let's take this Shard Wolf out of commission here. Yeah, okay. Out of commission. General Morgan, you are very aggressive despite being on neutral. Of course there's more siege worms. Why won't there be? Hey, I got an obsidian shard. That's cool. First one of those I've gotten down here. Oh, you guys cleared out all of the dudes. Cool. That works. Okay, let's go take down this infernal worm. 'Cause it's annoying. And sieging us. And probably out of energy about now. There we go. Let's just continue kind of going through here, trying to clear out some of these groups. It's gonna be tricky to go after without hitting the group behind it. Oh, infernal worm. Yeah. More delicious dark remains. These Shadow Army dudes are not that bad for the most part, is what I've learned. I'll take the Smiting Staff. How do I guess I go around this way. I really wish I had Splinter Weapon, though, in here. And for situations like this, because it would just add so much additional damage. I can see why Vow of Strength would be super appealing in a situation like this, actually. Inventory doing? Okay, kind of full. I'm going to take a moment to check some inventory stuff. A lot of this stuff is just good for salvage, so. Okay. I want to clear this lower area. I kind of do. Let's see. 12:33. I have until about 1:50. I don't know if that'll be enough time or not, but we'll see. Let's actually just go ahead and continue onward and upward then. I don't know that I need to clear out every single enemy along there. Couple disparate groups of Shadow Warriors. Let's get this group down this way. Okay, well, we aggroed the secondary group there, but we cleared out the first one, which is, or mostly anyway. It's kind of what I mainly wanted to accomplish. Hope everyone's having a good day, by the way. Another obsidian chest. Looks like there's another Shadow Patrol over here. An Infernal Worm. Okay, Shadow Patrol down. I don't know if that was the last one or not, or if Lord Terry's comes running up here or anything. can enter the Shadow Tower, you say? I don't entirely believe you. Okay, now I can come along here and clear out some of these groups. So that might not be a bad idea of something to do. Once the Soul Twist really gets going, these guys are pretty disempowered from actually dealing damage. Don't want to go too far because I don't want to aggro that group. I mean, I'm not going to do much damage with this bow, but... yeah, they just get chewed through super quickly. It's fun. Yeah, you can see the blind from ineptitude on all those rangers, which really makes them way less threatening. Yes, bunch up for me. As I use my Vampiric Undead Scythe of Fortitude that I got for beating up Palawa Joko. Probably, unless it was one of the discoveries. Same deal. Okay, that clears all that stuff up. Which makes navigating this area a lot less painful overall. Let's go see if I can get inside this tower. Then I can go back towards Miko, maybe? Go up in that area. Actually, I might want to go up into that area and try to clear it out first. I don't get it. It says, enter the Tower of Strength and destroy the Shadow Lord, but the Tower of Strength's gate appears closed. I don't know if there's some stuff you have to do specifically to make this work. Or if I've somehow done something that makes this not function properly. Let's see. This is the Tower of Strength. Wiki. The Tower of Strength. Yeah. Okay. I think I need to go talk to Lord Terry's or whatever his name is. 'Cause I think he needs to come with me in order to be able to have him open this. And he ain't with me right now. So, let's go... Actually, rather than going that way, I think I can get there more quickly if I go this way. So let's try going that way. I mean, I don't actually know that, but... You know, might as well go a slightly different route. See what's up. Eat some more candy corn. That sort of thing. It's delicious. Yeah, some more shadow soldiers up here. Ah, more of these beasts. Trying to spiteful spirit us. Look, Mark of Pain does literally nothing if I'm not next to my allies, so I don't know why you're bothering with it when I'm standing all the way over here. Sure, why not? Mark of Pain is one of those hexes that can be extraordinarily powerful in the right circumstances, but without those circumstances, it is not doing anything. Now, go around that to get this monk. You have the audacity to come into the front line to restore life. You're going to suffer for it. Where do you think you're going, Shadow Warrior? Ah, you're trying to lead me back to some beasts. But they won't save you. Okay. Sure, die way over there after I've hit you for a bunch of damage. That works for me. Or dust. Actually, one of the nice things about running along with incoming and fallback is that it does give you health to kind of cover up the losses incurred from just holding a vampiric weapon. Which is definitely nice. I definitely think of the Underworld as being harder than the Fissure of Woe. But we'll see how the forest treats me again. It was pretty rough when I tried going in there yesterday. Both a truncheon and a cane. Lots of shadow beasts coming out of the ground. Okay. Of course there's more shadow beasts. Why wouldn't there be? They're as bad as Grasps of Chaos. Except they drop obsidian shards, which is a decided improvement, honestly. A decided improvement. Heh, mistrust. Good old mistrust. Dealing way too much damage since 2007, I want to say. Hi, random tower mage. What you up to? I need to go see if Eternal Lord Terrius wants to come with me. Tower of Strength. You've been granted an opportunity by Balthasar himself to demonstrate courage. The first thing you must do is clear the path between the temple and the Tower of Strength. Taking out all shadow patrols. I mean, I did. I took out all shadow patrols. But the tower door stayed closed. Do you not come with me? I guess you don't come with me. How does the door actually open then? I'm very confused. Mouse over here. Wiki. When the Tower of Strength comes to sight, you can take things out. When the way to the tower is cleared, you will have to send one of your party back to the forge to fetch the tower mage. Okay, the tower mage is what's going to open the door then. That guy, right over there. That's why it wasn't opening, because I needed to go fetch this NPC. Wes is not very informative about this. Oh, Eternal Sigil mages to force open targets. Derp. If I remembered the things that I had read earlier when I was reading it, but I mean, I spent a lot of time fighting, so can you really blame me for not realizing all the details of what it said? Cool. Here you are, Tower Mage. You enjoying it over here? Okay, now I can go talk to that guy and get my reward. There's also a quest right there, and I need to remember that. How am I doing on finding quests? Okay, I have 2 that I haven't gotten yet. One of which is the freeing the slaves one. I know that because I saw Miko. Wait, I'm all kinds of confused. Wait, no, this does... No, this hooks around. Weird pieces of rock. Okay, so over there is where the Tower of Strength was. We just cleared that. I'm just trying to get a sense for some of the geography and if there might be a cool screenshot opportunity. And I think there might be over here. There, Tower of Strength. Nothing like an active volcano to make things look dramatic. Wow, my avatar sweetness is starting to run out. It's kind of expected, of course, but still worth noting. All right, so let's go talk to Terry's to get my reward and sell off some of this stuff while I'm there. Seems like a good idea. This one actually has a decent mod in it, so this Chaos Axe is definitely something I'm going to want to figure out who to make use of with it. The Shadow Axes are cool. Hey, another skill point for this character. Eternal Forge Master. Why are you a centaur? It's what? Elonian leather squares and then tanned leather. Now, the real cost of this is the ecto and obsidian shards, but it's neither here nor there. Let's see. So Kobe the Betrayer is over that way. So let's go over that way and see about taking down this Betrayer, or at least attempting it. Hopefully all things go well with that. I have about an hour left that I can stream today because I have stuff that I need to do, which limits, unfortunately. I'd feel confident in my ability to... So I think there's probably a quest over here. Then there's this quest here, and then this quest, and then the Wailing Forest over that way, I think. So... Move like a dwarf is such a good skill. Hey, I got another Chaos Axe. This one's blue, so it's probably not very good. It's not even max damage. You know it's utter garbage. Good shelter up here. I'm not 100% sure what to expect from these guys in terms of how powerful they will actually, in the end, feel. I know what they can do, which is not much, honestly. They're obsidian flesh. That really describes the extent of them. Okay, I feel like probably the biggest threats around here are going to be these infernal worms. Otherwise, it's things spamming air on you with Mark of Rodgort. Which doesn't strike me as generally that threatening. Like an obsidian flesh, but then they have no energy. These worms are more annoying than truly threatening, I would say. I'm gonna use you move like a dwarf on it just to speed up killing it. Ooh, I got an umbral shell. That's cool sounding. Okay, well, I want to loop around and take out that worm because that worm's annoying. I do appreciate that they ping where siegers are. Wow, that thing went down like instantly. The heck? Yeah, no Aura of Restoration for you. It's just a big old broad space. Getting up to a worm. It's one of those moments where I'm glad to wield a vampiric weapon. Because it adds so much damage fighting a worm. Let's see. That framing. That's what we're going to go for. A screenshot of this area. Okay. I don't think this connects anywhere. I think it's just a big plateau that they put a worm on for some random reason. So why not, mostly, I suppose. It's a good spot for a worm. Up. We need to go over here. I think we do. Again, lava, for some reason, the Fissure of Woe doesn't do anything. Mostly looks pretty. I can get rid of obsidian flesh with my rending sweep, since it's not a spell. It goes right through obsidian flesh, which is very handy. How do I get over to you guys? I don't have a clear path over there. Wait. Nope, that guy's just repositioning. Can I go around in order to get to them? Because they're being very annoying. Yes, I can go over this way. Well, as soon as we got over to him, he went down like a sack of rocks. Obsidian flesh will not save you from me. I have a scythe. Okay, it does look like I want to go around this way, though. Those guys were attacking me, so... Let's see how terrible this Chaos Axe is. It is highly salvageable. That's not bad. I will highly salvage it, then. I don't know how you get wood planks out of that. I'm going to be blunt about this. Apparently it's full of them. Okay, so there's Lord Kobe and a bunch of traders. I don't think any of them are particularly threatening. I remember looking at them and thinking that they were not. Oh. They do have a bunch of resurrection skills. That might be vaguely irritating. Also, Frenzy is a terrible idea. Look, you only get so many... Well, I guess we killed Kobe somewhere in there. I don't know when, but I just got the quest updated message, so. Hooray for that. Does the hunt tell me anything about where they are? Hang on. That I have more to take out. Okay. It's not especially useful bit of information, but I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go ahead and use another one of these. Tells me about how much longer I've got. There we go. Honestly, the skill is here, like, just to be hex removal. And the fact that it heals me is just a nice bonus side effect. I have so much innate healing on this bar between the occasional packets from Pious Renewal and Twin Moon Sweep, so. I mostly came over here to see if there are any shard wolves. Not seeing any, so. I think I already killed a shard wolf in this area now that I think about it. Looks like this is an alternate path I could have taken. Interesting, weird things. These almost look like guardian legs, but no connection whatsoever. Alright, so I want to... I feel like... Okay. I don't really have enough in my inventory that I feel an immediate need to try to go clear it out, because I have just the one thing. How do I want to proceed? I think I'm going to go back up this way and go take Miko the Unchained's quest, or rather, I'm going to clear out the area and then take Miko the Unchained's quest, because I believe in fighting fewer enemy mobs, if possible. We're doing a pretty good job here. I used royally. Happy with how things are going. I can just turn that in whenever, so... Now, I can't seem to navigate this place very well, but here we are. I do like how they designed that spot where, oh, there's a little pool of lava that you can walk through here. That allows you to get around. It's a really good little bit of world design, in my opinion. Makes you feel smart for finding a back way to attack the enemy. Really glad to have a fallback incoming user here. It'd be nice if he did a bit more damage, but eh. How long have I been down here? 1 hour and 43 minutes. Okay, so the big things that I'm worried about here are the Mago Hydras. I don't know, let's get a couple screenshots of this. I just like getting screenshots of these areas because they're cool and I don't necessarily get to see them that often, so it's nice when I do. I definitely think of these Hydras as being the most dangerous of the enemies here. Ancient Scale are probably more annoying, though. Rather than dangerous, if that makes sense. Like, Grant's Balance is scary looking, but it's also very limited in its potential. Okay, I need to take a bit of a sweeping motion here to make sure... Good. I'm not getting overwhelmed by anything. That's where that thought finishes. because there's some ancient scale kind of along the backside there. Friend enchantments, eh? Okay, there's a shard wolf in here that I need to take out. I'm gonna sweep over to here. Take out the smoke walker. Smoke walkers are definitely super fragile. Super fragile. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to turn that into some sort of pun based on super fragilistic expialidocious. But I'm not quite sure how to do that offhand. And yeah. I don't need that on me. Behold, it is not. The Hydra is the bigger threat here. There. Meteor Shower doesn't. Or you move like a dwarf can't knock those guys down because they have stun immunity, which means they are too big to knock down, basically. But it still deals 80 damage to them and cripples them, so. Looks like a mistrust thing. Oh, no. It's Meteor Shower on my face. Get out of there. Do not need to have a Meteor Shower on my face. It's very important that my face is not Meteor Showered. Because it hurts. And who needs that? Where is this Shard Wolf? Oh, there it is. Kind of in the middle of things. I'm going to take out this group over here. Smoke walkers are particularly bad at taking care of themselves. It seems like most of their skills are target other ally, not target ally. Good. Mistrust went off. This is my priority target right now. I could really go for fewer guns balances getting off. It's a very fast cast skill, so it's understandable. Well, that's the last of my things that. Oh, got some interesting stuff going on over here. Well, Shard Wolves are not threatening. That's kind of what my memory of them was, is that they're just kind of there, not actually a threat. Is this like the spiders where there's just way too friggin' many of them for no good reason? I'm gonna wait for this group to kind of separate out a little bit. Okay, that's enough. And that grunt's balance is annoying. It just does so much, like, damage in a weird sort of, like... This feels really threatening. Technically it isn't, because it can't straight kill me from this sort of way, if that makes sense. Okay, good. That guy was connected to a bigger group. I'm actually kind of happy about that. I want to... Okay, good. Stop the Mago Hydra. Oh, this is a ridiculous mess of whatever else. Clean all of these things off of me. Help! I've aggroed an enormous ball of degen. Oh, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm chewing through these guys slowly but surely, but it just takes a while. Oh, I am stuck. Okay, yeah, we're wiping here. Yep, we had a good run. We had a good run, but we kind of accidentally over-aggroed at the end, and I didn't realize just how bad it was, and did not escape in time. So, oh well, that was a pretty good run into the Fissure of Woe. I certainly do not have time to try to go back. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm a little disappointed, I'll admit. But that's how it goes. That is how it goes. So what should I do for the last 40 minutes I've got here? Let's start with the profoundly obvious, which is doing something about some of this inventory. It's not going to... Actually, it's going to take a little while. I'll have to salvage a bunch of stuff. I'm going to run an ad break while I clear this out. Actually, let's change this to Guild Wars and chill. Update that. Okay, let's go ahead and run an ad break while I clear out my inventory. Two obsidian shards isn't too bad. Okay, I got a bunch of wood. Dyes can go away. Ooh, I've got a bunch of dust now too. That's good. Yes. Okay, we're going to be spending more time taking care of stuff than I was entirely anticipating. As well do that. Okay. Back of dust. Stack of wood. The wood probably is going to just get... The dust is absolutely getting sold to the trader, and I know that one. As the rune trader stand here and not the crafting materials trader, they are not going to be able to... You're not going to sell things to them. Okay, wood has not got increased value. Dust has got a heck of a lot of value, though. Yeah, so this right here is just 40, which is the base value. Wood is, for some reason, a little bit more than other things. Hitting a stack of dust, though, is going to quickly add up. I could probably sell it for more in Commodon, but then I'd have to go to Commodon and sell a stack of dust, and I don't feel like doing that. That sounds tedious. But there is a market for things kind of in between the two prices of stuff. Here's a thing of wood. Okay, so I have this here for the defense mod. The rest of this I don't care about. Let's pull the defense mod off of that. Hammer grip of defense. Okay, so I do get to keep the rest of that, by which I mean I get to salvage the rest of that. Some iron, that's good. This one I might want both on. I'm not sure. Yeah, sheltered by faith is a thing that goes inside. Stuff. It's not a very clear phrase of expression, was it? Do I have any other... Okay, let's take care of a few random of those items. Where is Lillian? She's at the Gate of Pain. I guess that's what she was actually up to. Right. Yeah, this is the character with the obsidian armor. Random junk here. Apparently I needed to clear out our inventory of random junk. Okay, so this probably wants the enchanting off of this. And then a grip of defense, because that's a hammer. Yeah, okay, that also needs a script. So let's go ahead and give this the defense mod. Because ideally I'd give that, I don't know, like an enchanted or something. Well, I want to keep some of what this does, but let's grab this enchanting mod off and put it on this so that this weapon can be finished up. Does she still also need a vampiric hammer? Probably not, honestly, because she's just, her inventory's too full of stuff. Shocking. Where's her other hammers? She has this one. Yeah, like as it is, she just isn't really... I should hang on to this nonetheless for the time being. Because it... Honestly, I could just take this and give it a different mod and it would be fine for her. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and keep this over here, because she can make use of that. And that clears up a couple of those inventory slots. So that's what I wanted to do that. Oh, there's also this one. I already have a vampiric hammer mod floating around. Okay, never mind. I don't really need a second one, I don't think. I'll hang on to it because I don't know offhand, and it's not that big of a deal to hang on to that for the moment. What I think I want to do to kind of round out the day, go ahead and deposit these, is go back over to Disciple. And pick somewhere to vanquish. You are not Disciple, you're Santier himself. I don't know where I got confused. This way. There we are. Here's who I'm looking for. Okay. So I've cleared up space for inventory management related things, by which I mean putting this very nice axe in my storage for someone to get to use at some point. Okay, I can either work on some of these missions. So these are the desert missions and Sanctum K. Or I can do like a vanquish somewhere. I kind of want to finish this book so I can get it out of his inventory. So let's go ahead and leave my party. Go to LA. I feel really dumb because I did Sanctum K the other day and then thought I didn't actually need to finish it. I just did the bonus and I forgot I had a book. So here we are. Let's go ahead and just do this. But let's go ahead and... see, normally in this sort of situation, I'd want to go ahead and do a challenge prep thing, but I just don't have... Actually, let's vanquish Tears of the Fallen. Or Twin Serpent Lakes, excuse me. Okay, so I do want to take a moment to look up what enemies to expect in Twin Serpent Lakes. What? Oh, that's exits. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so it looks like there are lightning drakes, which have lightning orb and then mind shock. So that's good to be aware of. They do have a knockdown. Murgoyles. So, okay, so they add power block to their repertoire. Otherwise, it's Spirit Shackles and Mind Rack. Yeah, and the Mantra of Lightning. Then we've got some White Mantle. Wow. Okay, yep. They have Bull's Charge, Watch Yourself, Gala Slash, and Eyeway. So mostly that's not terribly important stuff, but I might want to consider some sort of anti-shout skill. Potentially. Seekers. Wow, there's a lot of different builds there. Okay, I'll want some way of getting through stances. And pin down will be a Vegan nuisance, I guess. Right. There's nothing terribly exciting here for the monks, but having enchantment stripping is, as always, good. The ritualists... Yeah, just Well of the Profane. Order of Pain, Vampiric Gaze, Mark of Subversions. They're not too bad. Sycophants, I believe, are fairly a nuisance-y. They get E-Surge in hard mode. And then Guilt, Shame, Shadow Enchantment, and Empathy. Maybe I should change up my build a bit. Savant, gain Fireball in hard mode. They don't really do a whole lot otherwise. They're just Ward Against Elements and Searing Heat. Okay. Wow. Warren Cryda gives them a lot more stuff. Interesting that they have very different builds as an ally. Ancient Oak Hearts. Okay. They really want... Yeah, okay, you really want enchantment removal against them. Spined Aloes are fairly similar. They're not terribly powerful. Easy to overpower if you focus on them, looks like. And then, okay. There'll be Tainted Flesh. The Tengu aren't terribly exciting. Chromie Tengu Fierce. Yeah, okay. They increase their attack speed, but otherwise nothing exciting happening there either. Ooh, Ineptitude. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely going Avatar of Dwayne here. There's enough stuff that's making me want the... Okay, these guys are like the exact same build. And then some bosses who I don't care about. Alright, so... thinking about the things that I'm going to want here. There are... let's see. Let's do a bowl in half an hour. Hopefully so. Like, that's about what I got. Let's just grab... Let's grab an assassin. Let's grab Miku. I kind of want Signet of Spirits and... Okay, let's grab General Morgan. But configure him a little bit differently. Prius, maybe? Were you... Okay, you're the Soul Twist. Let's grab Zandra. Master of Whispers for a lot of control stuff. I feel like I need a monk. I'm gonna grab... do I? This is an interesting question. Not really. No, I don't really necessarily need a monk. I do want somebody with some protective stuff. Maybe Zed can fulfill that role though. Potentially. Because I'm gonna have party healing going on. Okay, let's think about this. Miku, I want you to have where is Shattering Assault? Right there. That's your elite du jour. So let's just give you a Shattering Assault and critical strikes. Actually, no. Not. Yeah, let's drop tactics. You don't need these. Deadly Arts for the interrupt, the knockdown, and let's have you go / ritualist. You know what? Let's just give you Resurrection Signet and call that a day. Okay, actually this is probably just fine. Blade Turn Refrain is really useful additional protection. It's underground. This is a bit of additional damage. Yeah, that's what I want from her. But she's one of our major sources of healing. Master of Whispers is another. In terms of like really strong bar pushing. Zed, I want to also have some support type stuff. This might be appropriate for what I want, honestly. Smite Condition, Smite Hex. But I might want him to be a little bit more... Yeah, okay, let's do this. Instead of Earth and Shackles, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him Glyph of Lesser Energy. Remove Hex and Heal Party. That feels good to me. And we've got a Resurrect there, Resurrect there, Resurrect there, and Resurrect there. I'm going to switch my bar around a little bit. Running Sweep and Moon, those are both useful. Wind Prayers is good. Asuran Scan is probably not a bad idea. Pious Restoration I don't need. Avatar of Dwayna. This gives party healing and other goodies. I'm going to push Mysticism a bit more to bump that up a little bit more strongly. Heart of Fury. I don't think they're snaring so much. Rending Aura. Whirling Charge. I'm okay with those being my 2 attack skills. And where is Balthazar's Rage? Balthazar's Rage is a little awkward with this though, because if I'm trying to get stuff going. Let's maybe use Pious Fury instead. And maybe I'll regret that, but I need to get going into the map area. So let's do that. Let's roll with this. Just hi. Gardas. Let's go ahead and just vanquish this area. Twin Serpent Lakes. And hopefully I'm able to do it quickly enough, because I don't have as much time as I would like. Oh, yeah, I need to use Avatar of Dwayna. Whoops, I used my skills in the wrong order. I'm going to swap those so I don't do that. This is fine without removing an enchantment, so... Okay, this party is having issues. This is not a promising start. If we're, like, some of it's my lack of coordination. I'll confess that. But if we're struggling with this group, I don't see how we're not struggling with other ones. We might not have enough defensive measures in terms of, like, protection type stuff. We might not need a BIP. I don't know. I'll go a little bit further, but I might need to just admit that this is not working and try a different tact. Ah, cry of frustration. It's not what I wanted there. Ow. Yeah, okay, I got ended by ineptitude. And Miku keeps dying, which is not great. Okay, this party is not competent to go in here. I need to rethink my approach, and I don't really think I have time to go do this particularly anyway. So let's go ahead and just not do that, because that's going to be disappointment and frustration. That's something that I can do quickly and easily without having to spend a lot of time prepping stuff. I mean, I guess I can continue to get her moved around. What was I trying to capture? You ever have one of those moments where you're like, there's definitely a significant capture on this bar and I don't know why? So that's what's going on right now. There's definitely a significant capture on this bar and I don't know why. Well, I don't know. Let's just go get some more outposts on her. There's all sorts of stuff that I'd want to do, but I just don't have the time to mess around with it. It's sad. That is a heck of a bar going on over here. The heck? Okay. What now? I feel like this doesn't make sense. I feel like... What? Somebody just sneak into here and, like, give my heroes really, really random builds? Well, we're rolling with this, I guess. I don't know what the heck I was doing, but we're rolling with it. Tropic Village. Finding the Bloodstone Conner Crossroads. I've completed passing the buck. I need to go turn that in. Go ahead and go turn that in. I don't know what's happening, everyone. It's extremely confusing. I know it's starting to snow again, so that's a thing. So anyway, Raza and Pyrofear Shot. I don't know what the team composition is though. Okay, where do I need to go exactly? Oh. Let's go from Nipui Quarter. That seems better. I got a couple different sets of armor. I've got an Igneous Blade of Defense. That's a Zealous weapon. Very nice. Tengu Mask. Red Iris Flower for some reason. Yeah, I don't know, let's just go that way. It's been doing a lot of snowing lately, which is both beautiful and a little disconcerting for what it may mean for today. All right, well, that's enough rambling. Let's go not fight some mantids. Do I have a... that's cute. That tall shield is mildly better than other options without spec into tactics. Oh, well, this guy was easy to talk to. Don't know why I didn't. Apparently just didn't feel like it or something. I've been begging the Celestial Ministry for additional supplies for months. I think the gods it has finally happened. Where are they being warehoused? How much stock are I... Never mind, it's not your job. I'll ask around. Perhaps one of them knows. With the large influx of refugees, we are running dangerously low on medical supplies. Many are sick or injured, and we do not have the resources to treat them all. Could you possibly find Officer Chitaro for me and ask him whether the Ministry of Flame can assist with some medical supplies? You know what? Sure. Why the heck not? Okay. How do I have these quests but haven't done them? Sorry, I'm extremely confused at the moment. Okay, so we're finding medical supplies over this way. What am I trying to capture? Do I have... This is it. I don't have Quivering Blade. I could go capture Quivering Blade. That should be in this area. Right? Or am I thinking of Buckduck Byway? Hang on 1 second. Quivering Blade. Yeah, this is the guy. Yeah, okay. He is in this area. There's some conditions that can make him not spawn. I don't know if I meet them. Don't think so. Yeah, let's go just go this way. How does your flashing blades come back on me? I don't know. Does anybody have any healing skills that they want to heal costs with? Ogden? Heck is this bar even? I don't even know. This team composition doesn't make any sense. Where did it come from? Why? Well, this is an instance to use a lot of barraging. No, I'm blinded. Hey, what do you know? This team composition absolutely sucks. Because it has... It's very fragile. Or something. What an absolute unsurprise. What the heck even is this? Why does it have swap? I don't know. This feels like a prank. This whole team composition. I can go back. Like, I have, like, this character is a character that I've always played on camera in one way or another. I could go back and figure out what the heck's going on here. Like, Haas is even wielding a sword, but has an axe build. This is nonsense. Okay. And he doesn't have a pet, but he has a pet bar. Okay, so this team is literally, like, half neutered. I'm going to go pick up my 81 gold. And then I'm going to scratch my head a bunch and try to figure out what the heck is going on with these skill bars. Because they don't make a whole lot of sense. I think you'll agree the skill bar makes no sense. Cool, got through that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to I mean, this is the awkward thing, right? Is like I feel very constrained on what I can do because I have a specific time limit of when I have to stop playing, and that makes it awkward. I'll get out. Let's just go to the marketplace. Okay, so what even is this? This is pretty straightforward. This is a straightforward dual attune fire elementalist bar. This is not a bad bar per se, but it just doesn't make any sense on a character who literally has neither of those components. I don't think she has a pet either. This is not a very good bar for reasons that are immediately evident upon looking at it. For one thing, its energy requirements are through the roof. Okay, well, I kind of want to do stuff with her, but it's a bad idea because I have to do too much build work to actually make anything competent happen, and if I'm going to spend time making a build, I know that takes a bunch of time, so I wouldn't have time to actually do anything. Let's just find somebody who has a simple, easy bounty. Yeah, Joffs the Mitigator. Let's go kill Joffs the Mitigator. Presumably, if this character has access to that area. Okay, yeah. Riven Earth. Joffs is somewhere in kind of the middle of that. Okay. You don't need blood renewal. That's fine. Let's give you Weebling Blood, Weaken Armor, and run enchantments, because Joffs is going to have a lot of enchantments going on. You were testing something, or that's what your purpose was. Just slap some heroes on here. Hopefully I've got heroes that do things. Queued up. Okay. You have a bar. Yes, that's an acceptable bar. That's an acceptable bar. That'll work. That'll work. Maybe you don't need Spirit of Failure. Maybe you could use Great Enchantment instead. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That'll mostly work as well. I don't know about their on fire and glowing signet in this particular situation, so let's go ahead and give you stand your ground and find their weakness. Okay, you're doing a soul twist type bar, but this is not. No, let's just load an SOS. Heroes, standard signal of spirits. Yep, that'll work. Okay, let's go take out a Joffs the Mitigator. I think that seems reasonable. Not too clumsy. We should be able to do it in hard mode, right? Actually, this is maybe not the most competent of teams. Actually, I want... Oh, I don't have that. Okay, so never mind. We're not going to worry about it. Mirror of Disenchantment would be mildly better there, potentially.
You need me?
Yeah, I do. Okay, let's just take a moment to look up where he is so I'm not wandering the entire place. Joffs the Mitigator. Okay, he's just a bit south of the Riven Earth logo, so he's just like over there. There are some raptors that we're gonna need to worry about. A lot of raptors we're gonna need to worry about. Well, Spiteful Spirit certainly looks good. There we go. That overall went okay. Okay, this is an enchanting Soul Reaping Staff, which is excellent. I'm glad she has that. And Gorodons. I'd like to avoid those. Raptors weren't too bad. On the other hand, it's a lot quicker to not fight enemies than to fight enemies, typically speaking. Okay. Spiteful Spirit yourself to death, please. Ow. Okay, we had another group of them come up on us. I knew there was another one out there. Oh. This character's bar was configured for fighting Shido, which means that I don't have enough Soul Reaping to fuel myself, which is bad. And now half my party literally is dead. But hey, so are the raptors, so there's that. Let everybody heal up here. Yeah, these guys just don't have any energy. I wish there was a kind of a fallback variant that was while running they gain an energy. Something like that. Okay, well, whatever. They're down. That's the important thing. Joffs should be kind of up the hill here. As it were. The proverbial hill. My goodness, Spiteful Spirit does so much damage here against these guys. It's crazy. There's Joffs. Let's see how a regular Ceratodon is. Because Joffs is a... Well, Joffs is coming. Yeah, we need to focus on Joffs here. There, now we can start taking damage again. Ow. Yeah, he really wants to be fought with a Soul Twister, doesn't he? Woo! That hurt. Do I have any sort of... This is a spot where you need other specific things to kind of deal with it. Ooh, we got close enough with that Resurrection Shrine to activate it. That'd be really sad if we didn't. We did not. I'm very sad. But let's try that again. I've been too hasty with trying to put stuff together, and that's caused problems. Like, I wasn't noticing that this character didn't have much soul reaping. It was a huge mistake. And there's probably other things that should have been different. Oh well. I thought I had more enchantment removal than I did. I probably should have switched her to Shattering Assault. Anyway. Just that's a much better way of getting rid of a bunch of enchantments than relying on a rend enchantments every 20 seconds. Okay. I still think we should be able to take him down reasonably well. Big issue is Stoneflesh Aura. Dramatically reduces the damage that he takes. On the other hand, if you just remove it, it's not a problem anymore. There we go. Got him down. Took most of my party, and my team composition wasn't very good, so that's why. But we took him down. Cool. Well, I am sorry that this last part was a bit hectic and not exactly well coordinated. A byproduct, I suppose, of feeling a bit of time pressure with regards to when I needed to end, but that's how it goes, I guess. The current bounty. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I'll grab this. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and go to the guild hall where it isn't raining fireworks and wrap up, because unfortunately this is where I need to call things for today. I would have actually done the Vanquish if it wasn't where I had to call things for today, but it is. So I shall. So thank you all for watching, for hanging out, and I will be back on Saturday. Until then, take care, everyone, and goodbye.